Welcome to the Linde Gas podcast. Today, REACH, the EU regulation for the registration, evaluation, authorisation and restriction of chemicals. On June 1, 2007, the European Union's REACH regulation came into force, a fundamental reorganisation of the chemicals legislation. In future, the no data, no market principle will apply. Within the scope of REACH, chemical substances will only be allowed into circulation after having been registered as part of an elaborate procedure. There are also exceptions to this compulsory registration which are elemental for the Linde Group and represent the principal part of our business. These are some of the substances exempted from REACH: oxygen, nitrogen and argon, carbon dioxide and hydrogen, helium, neon, krypton and xenon. Mixtures of these: medical-grade gases, food-grade gases, and natural gas and liquefied gas.
The
European Union's original plan, when it introduced REACH, was to precisely evaluate the risk factors with regard to chemical substances, and thus to better protect human health and the environment. The plan is only to allow chemical substances to be produced, traded and used on the European market whose properties are known and have been thoroughly analysed. The Linde Group supports all these objectives. However, one must not overlook the fact that REACH is imposing on chemical companies all over Europe a complex system of regulations involving great organisational and financial expense. It is now time to become active within the framework of REACH. Between the 1st of June and the 1st of December 2008, we will be pre-registering all the phase-in substances we've brought onto the market. What are phase-in substances? Phase-in substances are all those substances that have been on the market for some time and are listed in the European INEX inventory. These substances have to be pre-registered by December the 1st this year. Otherwise, on December the 2nd, we'll no longer be allowed to market them. Compulsory registration applies in general to all substances from an annual amount of 1 ton that a company either manufactures or imports from non-European countries. According to the European Chemicals Agency, at least 30,000 existing substances and around 400 newly produced ones each year will be liable for registration. Linde will fulfill its responsibilities towards REACH by correctly defining all the roles of those acting within the supply chains and providing them with timely information. In a first step, our customers want us to tell them whether our actions are in conformity with REACH and whether we'll be registering the substances we supply them with. Later, we'll have to ensure that all the customers' intended applications for the respective substances are listed and included in the registration dossier. Here, the safety data sheet for the respective substance will be immediately extended, so that, in addition to the known substance data, the exposition scenarios and intended uses can be listed. It's our duty to gather all this information and to make it available along the length of the supply chain. This is the reason why there will be such an enormous increase in communication with our customers as well as with our suppliers. This is why it is important to handle customer queries in a standardized way. Those responsible in divisions such as sales, CSC and technical support will thus be briefed about REACH in this regard. Incoming customer queries first have to be checked to see how far they are REACH relevant. Sales CSC have to clarify whether the gases are industrial, medical or food gases. For these gases, Sales CSC has to check whether a questionnaire has to be filled out or whether any questions regarding registration, intended use or safety data sheets need to be asked. If they do, the query will be directed on to the responsible REACH country manager. If they do not, or if a gas exempted by REACH is involved, Sales CSC can send the standard letter from the intranet directly to the customer. The Linde Group is well prepared for implementation of REACH and has set up a team of over 30 experts all over Europe. REACH will have a considerable influence on strategy, content and organisation at Linde. We're certain that we're up to the challenge. Thank you for your interest, and until the next Linde Gas podcast.